Alright, there we go. So we're going to be painting dude. He's a Sanguinius leader or Primarch for the Blood Angels. I'm going to be using him as a Sanguinor. I'm going to be painting him in a few different bits and pieces. And that's his head. You won't be able to see his head very well, but we're going to start with his wings and paint them like a off-white, so like a grey, and then slowly work our way up into the white. I don't know if this is the best brush for it, but it'll do. Insane. I don't know about that, but well, I should probably put the cap on while I check that. It doesn't end up all over me. There we go. Yeah, this was a pretty expensive model that my wife got me. Like I said, we're going to be working our way up to white, so we can be fairly rushed with this. I think I need a different brush. I think I've done something to this one. Alright, give me a sec. If I can try and rescue this, like some of the bristles are kind of stuck together a little bit. I think it must have been from when I was using, yeah, the very tips. Let's see if we can find a different. I don't think this one's gonna work. And I should probably let people know I'm actually painting Sanguinius now. I think this one will do. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's see if this brush will be a bit better. Yeah, that's better. It's a little nicer. That's much better. So I hope you guys enjoyed paints in that while I was playing it, but I do want to get this guy painted, because I would love to be able to use him in an actual 40k game at some point. Yeah, it does always help to have your the lid on while he's shaking stuff so it doesn't go everywhere. Rookie error. Not even sure how I'm meant to paint this guy, but I think this should be fine. Yeah, painting Sanguinius now. Figured I needed to try and do some hobby. Basically, we're starting over black, but we're doing like 3 layers of white anyway, building up to our highest, which is more or less the Vallejo version of White Scar, or I think they call it Dead White. Mainly because we're going to be painting the rest of the guy bronze, so it's easy just to spray everything black. And we actually went out and got some primer today, so we could. The colour I'm using at the moment, it's either Wolf Grey or Ghost Grey. I think it's Wolf Grey. Only ever played as the RTS game. You should try it as a normal game. It's expensive, but it's fun. Works similar to how Risk would be played. No, not really. Trying to think of what other. Have you played like any tabletop like war games or anything like that, or heard of any, or seen any others? Have you ever been into like a Games Workshop or a Warhammer a store? It's pretty hard to kind of compare it to anything without, if you haven't really exactly what Bionic Soup said. You put your models on the table and you take turns removing them from the table. More or less, with a few dice rolls and stuff in between. Basically, each model has its own like rules on the tabletop that allow it to do different things, like different strength, toughness, movement, all that stuff. So the cool thing about the game as well is that you have to build all your, well, I think it's cool, is that you have to build everything yourself, so you can make things look exactly how you want them to, if you want to spend the time on it, or you just build it how they come out the box and whatnot. And some people are crazy good at painting. So, got a feeling my camera's still got a blue tinge. Yeah, basically. Well, not so much Monopoly, but it's like chess, but there's more rules. Think more chess crossed with like an RPG, I guess. or chess cross RTS. Maybe. There's not so much like spaces or whatever that you can move. Like it's not a hex board or anything like that. It's a free movement. But yeah, it's kind of like chess where each piece has its own rules. But yeah, you're pretty close with that. It's like chess plus a card game with dice involved. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Based around army men, plastic army men. It's like, yeah, it's basically, think like the old green and whatever army men, if people gave them rules and then you rolled dice to see if they could do stuff. But the rules are like 400 pages long for the core rulebook, and then each army itself had its own rulebook offshoot. Definitely going to need to do a couple of layers of this white just to make sure we get everything. Yeah. I mean, some of it's boring. Some of the rules are actually pretty cool because the rules are like generally what they call fluffy, so they kind of like make sense in the lore, more or less. So that kind of definitely helps. I mean, I can show you. So the army that I'm playing this guy in, the rules are in more or less 3 books. So give me a sec. So, first of all, you have what's called the core rulebook. So, if you can see this, it is .365 pages long, or sorry, 367 pages long. But like not all of its rules, a lot of it at the start is like fluff and that. So the rules only start on page like 200, or actually not quite, page, yeah, the rules, here we go, page 194 the rules start, and you go through like your key rules, so on and so forth. That's the rules that apply to everyone. Then I have the rules here that apply to like my army in general. So Space Marines. And then this is, again, it's thick, it's X amount of pages long, 208 pages long, but it's not all rules. You got your rules, and then there's a heap of like fluff and how to paint and pictures of the different units and stuff like that, right? And then the rules start on page 90. So that's them. And then because I play Blood Angels, and they have their own, what they call Codex Supplement. So it's got, again, a heap of lore stuff in there, but then specific rules to my guides. Which, and yeah, so yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's pretty fun, pretty good, and like the artwork is amazing. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to paint this guy white. Well, his wings white. And then we're going to go, potentially go over it with a slightly whitier white. And then wash it over with a black. And then go over it with an even whitier white. And slowly build the depth into the color. And it's going to be a little bit harder because we started with black, so all these little black bits are going to show up and annoy me, where potentially if I wanted to, I could have sprayed this guy, his wings at least, in white, and then done the rest of him in black. But because I didn't want to fork out silly amounts for the 2 cans of spray paint, I just got black. So we sprayed him in black. Yeah, I love 40k too, man. Like, the lore is what gets me. I listen to like 4 different 40k podcasts and heap of stuff. I'm not sure you've been around to see the other stuff that I've been painting, but you can see it up in the, or some of it you can see anyway, in the top right hand corner. I've got to get some more photos of because I've painted more stuff than what's actually there. Just been lazy about trying to put photos of the stuff up there. Oh, that's what you were saying was amazing? Well, thank you. I need to get better photos. My brother Bionic Soup as well, he streams this and paints this stuff on stream. So, I really like my my Tyranids. I really think they're turning out really well, and I need to get more, paint more of them. So Tyranids are the bug looking guys. I mean, I don't know if you have, man, but feel free to jump in my Discord as well. There's a heap of photos of stuff on there in my Discord, and that way you can keep up with this plus all the other random stuff I talk about. You're more than welcome to just lurk around and shoot the crap in there as well. You want? I think that may have been a bit too much paint. Yeah, that will get you the. That should get you the link. And yeah, like I said, my brother posts his stuff up in there as well. There's a couple other guys as well that do. so this guy's going to take me a fair while to do, especially if you want to try and do him properly. I think he's like $150 model. Yeah, I got him for my birthday. My wife got him for me. You seen what before? Could be a smart Discord. Actually, I know. Might be because the bot's not running. That would be why. Because Windows decided to try and update and try and put me onto Windows 12 or 11 or whatever it is, sorry, 11. I was like, no, not today Windows, not today. I mean, I made the jump straight away to Windows 10 and had no issues. But I know too many people that have had issues with Windows 11 with like random stuff just not quite working how it should. That's what's working now, yes. Alright, try it again. Exclamation mark Discord should be working now. Like that. Feel free to try out my emotes too, Natural. You should have some, being a follower. And I think I've snuck a couple of new ones in there for people. I've put. If you're a subscriber, you get this one. All these ones. Only one at the moment, and then if you're a follower, you get them. I think that's it. Nightbot. The 90th of nights. How many does it get grumpy at? It's only a couple. That's like quite annoying. White's not being picked up super well, is it? Only like 4. How touchy is Nightbot? Yeah. Too touchy. For some things. Some things it's definitely. You think 4 is too much? Yeah. Definitely think, yeah. 4. There you go, you can do 3. 4 is too many. At least it doesn't actually delete them, it just gives you a warning. Still. Right. Annoying. You can definitely tell that this is, well actually you guys might not be able to, not sure, but I can definitely tell as this white dries, you can actually tell it's not a true white, like a dirty white, like a grey. It looks white while it's wet, but it's definitely not. I don't know if maybe I should wash it now then re-highlight it straight after. Trying to get all the spots of this. Maybe subs get more. Or maybe it's that you're a mod. You know what sucks? I don't like painting white. Actually, to be fair, some of my stuff I painted in white is not too bad. Yeah, that's my brother. He actually, should let's see if Jed can do it. S-O-at-Y on it. Come on, Nightbot, you can do it. There you go. Not Nightbot, Streamlabs chatbot. I have an airbrush, I'm just too afraid to use it. I mean, this airbrush you got to sit down and clean it and all that, whereas this I can just dump in some water. I'm good to go. And airbrush doesn't do everything either, unfortunately. You still got to go over with a brush. It is good for layering and stuff like that though, from what I've heard. I'm just very intimidated by getting my airbrush out and trying to do it. I know you can do some great effects and stuff with it, but and yeah, like my paintings alright, but like nothing special. Plus, I'm not a massive fan of painting, to be honest. Yeah, and it's better for larger models. So some people can do some pretty detailed work with the airbrush too. Me, am not one of them. Not one of them at all. Get right in there. I'm like, much rather just dry brush everything and be done with it. Didn't vandal enough in you. You and me both, I guess. You and me both. But that's more graffiti, right? With a can, so that's a whole different technique as well. I mean, you can use my referral code. My referral code is back up and running for tanks now for what, ANZ? It's basically just my name, Mystblade. Well, sorry, not basically, it is my name. You need a boosted account. Oof. You only play idle games. Have you watched any of the LCK? I'm a few days behind. Been watching it in my downtime when I'm not watching the cricket and other stuff. I watch games done quick. Hades. Oh, that's right, because you play Hades, don't you? Speaking of, I've got like a heap of Humble Bundle games that I haven't played or don't really intend on playing. What do you reckon about me starting to give games away on stream that I don't want? Like once a couple of streams every month. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're just sitting there. I've got like 3 months of Humble Bundle at the moment that I haven't. There's like no games in there that I like. I mean, or the games I do like, I've got. So we just use it for like free giveaways, right? I mean, I'm paying for it anyway. I'll do some tourneys. I did think about doing tourneys and stuff like that, but no, legit would just do like giveaway. Maybe I'll just put into my stream title hashtag free stuff. I just want this done. Should just dry brush it. Just dry brush it like that. It doesn't look too bad. If I was going for like black wings. If I was going black wings, that's definitely actually what I'll do. I'll just sit there and just dry brush the wings with a little bit of white just to pick out the highlights. Awesome to play a few rounds of tanks. Now I'll do what would I do? I mean, I could do that occasionally, do like for some of the bigger games, do like a Border Tanks tourney. I'll run myself for a game. Last man standing in one of the team trainings that has friendly fire. I think the team trainings still have friendly fire. Or do like what one RAR used to do like Panther 1C races. Oh, I don't know if they still do them. The only thing if I did that is like teammates get an advantage because they can see where each other is. Or a disadvantage depending on how you depending on what you want to say. Right, that's almost both wings done. Whole arty. Team damage on last man standing. Nah, I'll just do a demolition derby. You can only kill each other by ramming or crashing. All in EBRs or whatever is your lightest, fastest tank. Alright, let's see which. Is it this one? Is that the same shade? I think that's the same shade. Yeah, Squid Game. Could do that. Have me as the commander going red light, green light, and then I shoot. I'm in a tier 10, everyone else in like a lower tier that I can one shot, and I just shoot anyone that I see moving when I say red light. And the crown bargain. These are all definitely ideas. Chuck them in, if you're in my Discord, chuck them in the suggestions box bit so I can remember them. Otherwise I'm not going to remember them. Unbargain's scariest tank, hands down. What about the FV4005? That's a freaking scary tank. Or what about the Death Star? Tortoise. Tortoise isn't that scary. Have I decided what I want my reward to be, by the way? No. No, I haven't. Something like, but I don't want to be cruel. I was going to say something like, you have to paint the model you're painting how I tell you to paint it. But that's, you'd only want to do that for like, if someone's going to donate real money. That covers the cost of the model. It just looks super alien. There's scarier tanks though, to be fair. Definitely tanks. I remember when E100 used to be a scary freaking tank. Not so much anymore. He ignored an E100 today. Yeah, you can do that nowadays. They still hurt if they hit you. They're just so slow. Like Mouse. Mouse used to be a monster. Now it's a, oh, it's a mouse. That's going to be an inconvenience. I do like my mouse though. Just not quite hard to play it in the current meta where everyone's fire and heat. It was worse when Artie was as strong as it was with just dropping HE on you. Get whittled away. Death by paper cuts. So I just ran a spool liner on it. Don't really need to do that anymore. Alright, night soup. Thanks for dropping by, man. I'm gonna head to bed soonish anyway. Getting pretty late, and my kids have got little athletics tomorrow. So we'll try and get these wings base coated and start doing some of the gold on Sanguinius, and we'll probably call it probably like another 15 or so. And even these wings took a lot longer than I thought they would because of all the little grooves in them. They're just not wanting to play the game. There we go. I'm going to be washing this anyway, so I'm not too phased really with the first coat. Cool. Artie makes you mad? Yeah, it makes a lot of people mad. Alright, so what I used to do for gold was paint it brown first and then paint it gold. But I decided I'm not doing that. I'm just going straight gold. But because it's a metallic paint, I'm not going to be using my wet palette, because it kind of messes with it when you try and water it down a bit. So we're just gonna paint Goldman gold. So again, we're going to be painting him gold, then going down, or washing it down before we highlight it back up. It's like the way I paint, basically. So putting like what they call the base coats, so basically blocking in the big lots of colour before we move on to like the detail. So yeah, I don't know if we've got a model easy reach to be able to show you kind of how I want him to look. Actually, yes I do, I think. Let me just do this a little bit. I'll go grab him. You can see kind of what I'm looking to try and achieve on this guy. So this gold I'm using is good, like really good as a base for like going up into like a white gold as well, from what I've been told at least. But like I said, I'm going for more a bronzy approach than a gold. With how I paint these guys. Oh, they're kind of gold, but yeah, bear with me. Let me grab the guy so you can have a look. So this is kind of the look that I'm going for. So more that bronzy than a true gold. Trying to see where the that's more or less what I'm trying to aim for with this guy. Got a few layers to do first. I'm waiting to get... You've been getting in the habit of insta-med and replayers unless I'm being shot at. Yeah. If you're not being shot at, or if you've been shot and then not being shot at, it's good to be able to wait and use it. Only if you have to. Good habit. Because if you can get away with just not and saving it till you actually really need it, it's good because you're not putting yourself on a cooldown when you don't need to. I always have two in most of my tanks. I don't have improved repairs on mine. Only one I do have is on my defender. Yeah, no, don't worry, I totally get it. I do the same. I probably use it too often when I don't need to. But yeah, we do our best to try and only use it when we have to. Well, we're always learning when we're playing, because you can always have a think about how your last game went, what you did good, what you did bad, how you can improve, what you'll do next time in a similar circumstance, what worked well, what didn't, all that stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have put his hand on yet. I'm a little bit in the way of trying to paint him. So much detail. I don't know how easily this is being picked up by the camera, but there's a lot of freaking detail on this dude. I mean, to be fair, for the price he was, you kind of want there to be. Actively avoiding areas where you can remember not doing well. I mean, that's not always the best way to go about it either, though. Because sometimes it's like just bad luck or whatever. Live oaks, you won't go near the dome in the medium. That's fair. I mean, you gotta play to what works for you as well, because you may play very differently to me and I'll play very differently to other people. But that doesn't mean there's not a lot you can't learn as well about like why they do well in certain spots. Stuff like that. No, there's people I watch that I don't watch as much as I used to, but people that I watched all the time and would be like, oh yeah, I can see why that works or whatever. And then the other time you watch them and go, like, how did that work? That shouldn't have worked. Like, he should be dead 1,000 times over. WTF, streamer hacks. Yeah. Right. You definitely come over to ANZ. And you can use my invite code. Get a few cool perks from it. I think the ANZ invite code is actually the best in all the regions, supposedly, from what I've heard. Or you get the most amount of stuff out of it. Don't know if that's still the case, but it was a while ago. Yeah. Yep. Packets and tracer outs and all that fun stuff, hey? You don't think it makes a difference until you actually delve into it a little bit and understand it. Like, well, damn. Just means you gotta like learn how to play to it. Right. You can use it, try and use it to your advantage, if possible. Not always possible. Oops. I think that's the majority of the gold done now as well. I've got to do his arms. Not quite then. Not quite. So we've got to do just his arms, his pauldrons, and I think we're good for the night. Starting to get a little bit tired, so we'll keep working on him at another time. Yeah, that's gold. If you see me on tomorrow, you'll make an account, but you want the what perks? The quicker perks. Should find out what my invite code gets you. I think it gets like a couple of rentals, some gold, some silver. Actually, I don't know if you get gold, but you know you definitely get silver, some XP boosts. Yeah, you get a heap of stuff. I should find out exactly what it is though. I used to know, but it's only just been reactivated because I asked about it the other day. They had been working on it for a while. Journey of Mystblade free to play tank. I do have a free to play account. I think I have like an 80% win rate in it. At low tiers. That was before all the crew changes and stuff though, so I'd have to go back and have a look. That actually looks really sick in gold. I mean, at low tiers on ANZ server, you get bots as well, so like too easy. I still got a video out there somewhere of me in an AMX 12T getting a Radley Walters, and I think there's my best game, which I don't think I have on a video, is in a Tetrak where I got 12 kills. In a game in a Tetrak. Alright. So should now just be his last arm, and then I'm done for the night. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to get tired. I can feel it. Past 11, so like I said, we'll finish the gold on this guy. Well, this lot of gold on this guy. Then we will call it a night, and we'll start blocking in the other colours another night. And once we've blocked in all the base colours, we'll start looking at going to highlights, or sorry, wash first and then highlights. Alright, who should we host though? That is the question. I will look for who to host in a second. You can probably hear it in my voice that I'm starting to get tired too, hey? He just got his hand do, which is in the no, not the halberd, in the whatever this part of the sword's called. Not the halberd, because that's used as type of weapon. Okay, that is his. We will do that, and then we can pick it out. Go. Think we're done. Yep, I think we're done. What do you reckon? Think we're done? And anything that's left I can kind of touch up anyway another night. Yeah. Alright, wash our brush. find someone to host, and call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone, for sticking with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Feel free to exclamation mark Discord and you can jump in and see. So this is where we're starting. This is where we want to get him to. So this kind of more bronzy color. Doesn't like to try and pick them up together, does it? Anyway, thank you very much, guys. We'll find someone to host and raid or whatever, and have fun. Let me just switch over to Twitch. And go to following. And we can. And host and Napalmer host Napa raid.
I mean, it's decent at side scraping, I would say.
Start your raid.
But like, hate's gonna go through the tracks here. So if you do see one of these things side scraping, probably go there.
Raid now. Thanks, guys.
But then obviously
Enjoy.
you've got the case of, you know, hey, it might be absorbed by the track.